Isabella, the girl who murdered her mom, stabbing to death of her mother Yoon Mi-hoi 79 times in the face and neck in the bathroom of their Aurora all the way back in 2013. What makes this case is so popular? Video of her during her trial went viral on TikTok. The 18-year-old girl smirked at the camera as she stood up and walked to the defense table at the Arapahoe County Jail in the August 28, 2013. After the judge read the complaint against her, she looked over, stared at the camera and motioned to the area under each of her eyes with her index finger cord. The video was more viral on TikTok under Sweet But Psycho music, and people started down to TikTok trends and tragic stories. That has sparked many conversations about people on social media romanticizing criminals based on their looks regardless of the crimes they've committed, and we all know that's never gonna end. Behind that innocent look, it was a real-life murder that was so brutal. Isabella Guzman was 18 years old when police say she brutally stabbed her mother to death at her mother's home in Aurora in 2013. Court documents said Guzman's mother, Yoon Mi-hoi, was stabbed 79 times in the face, neck, and torso on the upstairs floor of the home. Ryan Hoi, teen stepfather, told that Guzman and her mother had often fought in the past. However, she once sprit her mother's face and became more threatening and disrespectful towards her mother in the days leading up to the killing. On the morning of the killing, his wife showed him an email Guzman sent her with the words "you will pay." Later that day, Hoi called the police and asked them to come to her home because her daughter had threatened to harm her and they were worried about the mother's safety. After the officers left, Guzman went to her bedroom and remained there for the rest of the evening. Around 9:30, Yoon Mi-hoi came home and went upstairs to take a shower while Hoi was watching TV on the living room. Hoi told the police that he heard a thumping sound from upstairs and his wife called his name. He tried to open the bathroom door, but Guzman was pushing against it with her back to keep it closed. Then he ran downstairs, called 911, claimed that his wife and daughter were inside the bathroom and he could see blood coming from under the door to the bathroom. He also saw Guzman standing in the bathroom doorway hold a knife when he went upstairs after the call. She never said anything as she exited the bathroom, was just staring straight ahead when she walked past him. Hoi then observed his wife lying on the floor of the bathroom covered in blood with a baseball bat lying next to her body. When police arrived at the home, they found Yoon Mi-hoi's nude body lying on the bathroom floor with numerous lacerations and stab wounds. She was pronounced dead at the scene at 10:28 p.m. Guzman was arrested Thursday at a parking garage by Aurora police. She pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity, something prosecutors said was clear. A judge accepted the plea, sending Guzman to the Colorado Mental Health Institute at Pueblo. He told the court Guzman did not believe her mother was in fact her mother. He testified Guzman believed she was killing a woman named Cecilia in order to save the world. Prosecutors took that evidence very seriously. We punish people who make decisions to do wrong when they knew better and they could have done something differently. And in this particular case, I am convinced, based on the evidence that I've seen and the information that's been presented in court, that this woman did not know right from wrong and she could not have acted differently than she did. Given the significant schizophrenia and paranoid delusions, audible, visual hallucinations that she was going through, I was convinced of it and I felt like in the interest of justice I had to take these steps, said then 18th Judicial District Attorney George Brauchletter. As the case unfolded in the summer of 2014, doctors told the court Guzman was schizophrenic and had suffered highly disturbing delusions for years. In November 2020 she launched an effort to be released, telling CBS 4's Rick Salinger she is on medication and her sanity has been restored, while alleging she suffered years of abuse at the hands of her family. It was 7 years later when Guzman talked with Salinger about her mental state, saying she is ready to rejoin society.
I was not myself when I did that, and I have since been restored to full health.
At the time, Brauchletter said Guzman would stay at the state hospital until she was no longer a threat to herself or the community, which could be days or for the rest of her life.
I was abused at home by my family for many years. My parents are Jehovah's Witnesses, and I left the religion when I was 14, and the abuse at home worsened after I quit. My mom was terrible, and I was injured in the process. I have the scars on my hands. I don't know if you can see or not. I'm not mentally ill anymore. I'm not a danger to myself or others. He asked me if I wanted to go in there and look through to get some clothing, so I did. The other patient left, and he went in there and shut the door behind him. I was afraid that if I didn't do what he wanted, that he could ruin my life. So hard on me emotionally and mentally. It made me feel like I wanted to give up.
Salinger checked back in with Guzman in early March. She told him at that point a hearing on how she could have more freedom in the hospital was set for March 11, but also said it had been previously postponed. A judge has now ruled she can leave the state hospital for group therapy and other types of therapy. She will be required to wear a GPS tracker.